Hello, welcome in. Welcome in, welcome in. Just Spread Kindness, Alexandra, Natasha. Oh my goodness, you guys are just big old nerds. Can't stay away, can you? No, you can't. That's okay. No shame. Just go down at all. Yeah, it does. There you go. It's better. So I can look at you right in the eye. I mean, you're a little bit taller than me right now, but enjoy that feeling. I'm actually 6'3", if you couldn't tell. 6'3.5". Yeah. So welcome in, everybody. It's a beautiful water bear. I told my therapist about making the microscope today. Ooh. I'm not going to ask you any of your personal business, but you can feel free to divulge what you want. I know lots of people have. So you're not alone. You're not alone. My charm and my humor and my... Welcome in, everybody. What's up, Twitch family? Sure, Sticky here. I watch Worms. That's what you led with, huh? I'm 6'4", Mr. Pigeon. Dang it. Frick. Let me just take some more of my magic bean pills. I'll grow. I bought them off of Etsy. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome in. A baby bear. Yeah, this one is mid-size, Alexandra. But okay, wait, no. Yeah, cute little baby bear. Yep. I found this one within like 2 minutes today of putting it down on the slide, which I'm still 15 minutes late, but I'm better. It's better than a half hour. But welcome in, everybody. Put some salt in your shoes. It'll make me grow? Really, Mr. Pigeon? Are you fricking with me? But what's up, Twitch fam and all the other chats as well? You know, I'm not ignoring you. I am, but don't worry about it. It's okay. I told her that I'd felt a sense of comfort and you're alive with your space in my lives and also your speeches and how you were there for us, especially during the holidays. I got you. That's important. Yeah, it's important for me. Yes, trust. All right, I'm going to do it. I'm going to grow so tall now. You know, they say the second salt growth spurt of humans at 32 is when it happens. I'm going to be so tall. I love that I can see you too. Yeah, it's different, isn't it? It's a lot better. Maybe. Who knows? Yeah, so yesterday was wild. Today was wild. But here we are at Water Bears nonetheless. Yes. Yes. But welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome in. Yeah. Let's see, should I share this? But people know. I'm not going to rush anybody to it. But I'm still going to, maybe they don't know. Maybe they actually don't freaking dang know. Wait, stream, where's my link? There's Restream up there in the top right corner. Ew. I'm gonna have to remove that branding, aren't I? I didn't even see that there in the top right. Frick that. Oh, I'm gonna have to get it. I'm gonna have to get it. A beautiful water bear, multicellular microscopic animal found all over the world, which is pretty special. I mean, most animals aren't found all over the world, right? A lot are, but most aren't. I think it's every continent except Antarctica. Big old frowny face there. But there might be ones frozen in permafrost. I haven't looked that up. But I believe when I did my research on those a while ago. Nope. Behind some dirt. Very odd. Very odd organism, though, if you ask me. A little bit of a freak, but not in a bad way. You know, a good way. Like, dang, she never mind. Whoops. Better. But welcome in, everybody. Whoops. I'm terrible at my job right now. I'm just gonna admit. Please don't crawl in this soil for the rest of the time. It makes it hard to view you. It's okay if you don't. Let's max this puppy out. There you go. Look at the quality difference, at least from what I can tell. Doesn't look that good on your screen. I mean, I think it looks pretty great. Let me try the dual here, see if it works with just a single organism. So we don't really have too many things swimming across here. That's better. That's so much better for you. Look at those claws. And we're only halfway max zoom that we can get to, so we're pretty high up there. We're pretty high up there right freaking now. This is probably around like 350. There's a little bit of jumping going on there. As long as you don't mind that jumping, if it's really messing with you, I mean, it messes with me a lot, but if it doesn't mess with you, yay, good for you. Little special pants over there. But yeah, we'll probably go for same amount of time that we go for on the other app. Look at this water bear the entire night. You can see the algae, or pardon me, the chlorophyll. I always get this mixed up. The chlorophyll in the middle there. I gotta close this stream here. That is annoying. Yeah, I can't. Yeah, I need to go ahead and get Restream them. And by that, I didn't know it had that watermark. And Papa don't like it. Papa don't like it. And I mean, my dad called me and said, "Take that, take that dang label off. That Restream nonsense. Up your game, sonny boy." And I said, "Dad, don't freaking yell at me like that, dude. I'm 32. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in." And I don't even know if there's people coming in, but I'm just going to say it anyway, because that's my natural habitat of the vertical streamer life. Now horizontal streamer, elegant boy, as they call me. Elegant boy. They made a song about me. I saw the Twitch because more are here. Yeah, to everyone, I guess. I mean, I don't really want to I don't want to call people out and be like, well, first time chat, number one. Let's get you a bell here. Let's get you a bell, Mr. Pigeon. Hooray. Hooray, I read it out there a little bit, sorry. Uh-oh, crap. This water bear is on the move tonight, everybody. This one is moving actually quite a bit. But yes, Twitch is where I think we're gonna headquarter for now. I mean, I think it's coming back on the clock app, but we got to start diversifying audiences, and I'm brainstorming ways to do that. Like maybe each night we still go half live on the clock app, half live on Twitch here, but also where you were just at, Mr. Pigeon. But thanks for coming over here. I appreciate that. I do apologize about the ads. You let me know if they get a little too fickle. And I think we'll have nights where we just shut them off too. But I still got to think about all this. This is a whole new ball game. And the benefit here, though, Mr. Pigeon, beyond the chat, is that VODs are saved now. So we have all of the live streams will be saved on both YouTube and Twitch. So yay, hooray! And I guess my category of just chatting does apply. Oh hey, Dart Tulup. Yep, how are you? Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Oh, absolutely. And you all can do that too, you know? You ever want to make a clip, go right ahead. I have no problem with clips. I mean, the things that I say, I think are tame enough to not have a problem with clips existing. Sometimes I might be a little bit of a bad boy, but just because you can't handle me. But precisely. I'm assuming you're referring to, Mr. Pigeon, when the organisms eat one another. I'm assuming that's what you mean. But welcome in, everybody. Hi. Here we are. I am, I guess, a TikTok refugee. Is that what you call us? That and or rupture. Yep. There, I got it. I mean, I think, like most people do kind of get sad about it. But as a microscopist, I'm so used to it at this point. And I'm used to it in the sense that it's, out of all the times I look under the microscope, it's relatively uncommon to see predation, to have that right species set up. Now, it's not like incredibly rare. It's like, oh, it never happens, but it's uncommon. That's my name, Dark Tulip. Don't tell me what my name is, Cosmo. I know it. It's Mike. Thank you very much. Yeah, I wasn't born yesterday. I was born like 3,000 some days ago. I forget what the number is. If someone do the math. Yeah, and that rupture, that lysis is what we call it. And the lysis, and like once you have lysis, like a cell rupturing, there's like 12 different, there's not, I don't know how many different kinds there are, but there's different kinds of lysis caused for different reasons. Like a cell membrane breaking apart because of deterioration over time would be a different type of lysis, more so to speak, than if it just got pierced and sucked out by an organism, which, come on. Stop it, Cosmological. I blame you for that. We got like 6 inches of snow today. I was very happy. And that's all I have to say about that. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in, welcome in. I guess I should share the live, huh? Great. We're just chatting right now. Hey Nacho, what's up? I'm going to zoological medicine. I'll be spending a lot of time on the microscope myself. Have fun with it, is what I would probably say. But you know to do that already. Uh-oh. This water bear is so fast tonight. And I just keep not focusing on it. But what's up, Nacho? Nacho Fries lover. How are you? Welcome. How do you like the new setup? What do you feel about it? You stinking good? I mean, feeling good? But yeah, zoological medicine. That's pretty awesome. That's awesome. Now, is that like, I'm sorry, Mr. Pigeon. I don't want to be like a butt face about this and like be dismissive or anything or say the wrong thing. So if I offend you, I apologize. But is it like the same thing as veterinary medicine? I mean, it isn't, because it's different words, so I assume that it's different, but I'm just curious as to, like, if there's a difference, what it is. Ooh, look, it's a science, man. It really is. It really is. Scott, could you do me a huge favor? Could you share the live to the Discord, please, for me, sweetie? 100, you cheered 100 bits? No, you didn't need to do that, Nacho Fries lover, you lovely little lover, lovely. Wow, that was so kind of you. 100 bits. Sure, bud. What does that mean? What's that face mean? Why did you give me a scary face? Close, but veterinary medicine deals with domestic animals. Zoological deals with both domestic and wild. Oh, I figured that's what it was. Like, zoological would be also including, like, things, animals in nature. Wow, that's super cool. That's super cool. So like if there's like a injured animal on a reserve or something, like well, that's obviously not like the only thing you do, but one of the things you would do is you'd go and you know, safely tranquilize the animal or whatever you need to do in terms of medicine, and then you made it all better. Wow, I think I can love you for that. Suh, dude. Suh, Kayla. Welcome in, everybody. Kayla Shoney, is that her name? Oh, my name is Kayla Shoney. Pretty much. That's cool, though. That's awesome. And like, it's so interesting to think about like medicine of wild animals, or like the medical side of wild animals, being that, you know, we live in a more or less, and not entirely of course, but a more or less hygienic like live for the most of us. And we do our best to avoid pathogens. We do our best to avoid like getting dirt in our mouth. And I'm sure animals aren't just eating dirt, but I mean, their immune systems are built entirely different, of course. But just to think about, like, they probably have the same kind of, like, oh, shit, the raccoon's got the cold. Goblin Mommy. Oh, my goodness. Goblin Mommy is here, everybody. You know, hand over your gold coins over to the Dungeon Master here, because we got Goblin Mommy. Nailed it. Nailed it. What's up? How are you? I hope you're doing well. I hope you and yours are doing well. I think about that often. Like, what if their tummy hurts and they don't know why? Why is Scott nervous now? Oh, because Goblin Mommy's here. You better be respectful, Scott. Yes, Scott. You have to put a "t" at the end of it. T-A, T-A-H, or T-U-H. Welcome in, everybody. I hope you're having a good night. I hope you're not feeling emotionally drained. I hope you're feeling okay. We did get whiplash bamboozled. So let's just remember that we're all here together. What's up, everybody? Oh, thank you, Scott. Hey, Alex. Alex Donald. Alex Donald, everybody. I'm gonna say, if I were president, I would make a cabinet position with a whole department, a department of charcuterie. And Alex, you better get your visa, because I'd need you in my cabinet. That's right, I said it. Because you would be leading the department of charcuterie. You can make up the department name if you want to. As always, thanks for the space, Mike. I got you. I got you. Who knows? Maybe I'll make strives in curing chronic wasting disease, and like with the prions, all those, like I'm sure we need to learn a lot more about prions before we like really start, number one, dealing with them. But like, you're telling me a misfolded protein does that? You're telling me that right now? I don't like it. Stop misfolding proteins. Michael will have the department of tutoring. No, I won't. Scott, you'll be the department of dust teeth and back in my day. Welcome in, everybody. Yeah, prions, they're scary, and like there's no way we can necessarily deal with those prions. That's what's more bonkers for me. But that's right, Scott. Oh, dang. Scott, you fricked with me. What did you think was going to happen? Let me refresh the stream here. Let me refresh the stream. Average stream bitrate is too high? How frickin' dare they say that to me? Oh, Scott, how is the quality over there? Are you guys getting decent quality? Is everything okay? Like, you would tell me, right? You wouldn't just watch and have a bad time, because this is you know me. I'm a stickler about my footage quality. It looks great. Everything's great. Okay, cool. Because it says on Twitch that the bit rate is too high. Don't talk about my bit rate like that ever again. Jeez. Thank you, though, Scott and Mr. Pigeon. Alex is the head of cheese or cheese head. No, he is the attorney general of charcuterie. Okay? He passes laws and legislation. He is both legislative and judicial. Yeah, we're mixing things up here. Slightly fuzzy, but just slightly. Yeah. Okay, Alex. I figured as much. Huh. You know, maybe we try just on the I mean, if it's okay, it's not terrible. Kayla's talking about my beard. What do you mean? Slightly fuzzy, just slightly. My beard? Oh. You want to come and brush up against it, Scott or Kayla, if you're making those comments? I literally cannot tell. Well, no, I mean that's a little tough, Awen, to push that legislation through of all cheese should be cubes. It's gonna really be there's some pushback in Senate and Congress on that. You cannot tell. Chat, it's cold out here. Oh no. In a pandemonium. What are you gonna do? Whatever will you do? We got snow. I got so much snow today. I walked in it. I did a whole bunch of things in it. I think it is. Whoops, that's the wrong one. Scott, dang it. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in, welcome in. I tried to make a whole bunch of emotes today. I have to rework them all. Every single one of them. None of them fit, so. Oh, whoops, crap. I keep forgetting my job here. Nice try, though. At least your grandma's stuck in the snow because of Jersey. Oh no, what's happening, Scott? Are you okay? I've heard scary things about dolphins. Yeah, I've heard scary things about dolphins too, but I think that's the scary stories that we hear you'll run into with any hyper intelligent type of animals, because then it's not necessarily you're just running on these animals aren't just running on instinct, right? They're making cognitive choices, I suppose, to do these things, but they also don't understand human principle or moral or law, so they don't know what's right and wrong. Didn't expect to get hit in the face with sassus early. Who's sassing you? Me? No. Yeah, they do actually. Yep. It's kind of scary. Would they do actually understand these concepts of morality? At least to the degree that we do. Now, I know they definitely have their own probably understanding of it within their own populations. But educate me. I'm gonna shut my mouth. They understand right and wrong. Oh, jeez, Louise. Jeez. That's a whole bag of fricks right there. That's a whole bag of fricks. That's a whole bag of fricks. Oh, Scott with a silky sass. Ooh. Hey, my name's Scott. I'm coming through the air tonight, right into your ears. Wait, no, I mean in like radio waves. Yeah, that's right. With my silky sass, you little stinky. See, Scott, the view is nice from over here. You like it? Nacho fries? It is beautiful. Wait, what? About the same? Okay. I mean, as long as we're not lagging hardcore, the audio's not dropping out, we're not cutting out. Yes. Yes, beautiful, beautiful view. Can I ban Laney? Absolutely not. No, we need someone here with those post-apocalyptic cooking skills. Post-apocalyptic, excuse me. Someone who can really get us through the tough times. Welcome in, everybody. Who's gonna teach us cooking? See, Alex, that's what I'm talking about. Alex, that's why he is my first choice for Attorney General of Charcuterie. You know? Laney can be the Department of Innovation. There you go. Whenever I see bacteria, I think Rise of Bacteria's song from the Amazing World of Gumball. Wow, I'm trying to think of what song that brings bacteria to me. I've never heard that one. I'm gonna have to listen to that, Mr. Pigeon. I also like the house more than Scott. Scott would be the Department of Uphill Both Ways. We're having fun here. We're having so much fun here. Just a whole bunch of fun. And hey, it's a little more personal for now. But welcome in, everybody. If you're new here, we're just looking at a water bear, having a little chat. We're just chatting. That's what the stream says. It's what it is. Mind your business. The Department of Back in My Day. General Shart for short. So normally when I shart, it's normally I'm wearing full-on trousers. Generally, is that what you mean? Oh. Listen, I was just answering a question. You know, nachos. Oh no. Oh. Oh. Yeah. What? So. Yeah. No. Shart for sure. Yeah. I should everyone in the Discord is confused. Yes, please. Yes, please, Scott. Yes, please. Sorry, I wasn't clear about that. Kayla, what? You're having... Oh, okay. Sometimes your emojis don't pop up on this chat, so I have to go in like... K-boo. Did you just boo me, everybody? You know? Charcuterie board. Oh... Alex, I'm sorry, you don't get to name the department anymore. It is charcuterie board. I want to play with the emotes and now I'm confused. No, Alex, no, we will not be calling Alex. We are not calling Alex Shart. We call Scott Shart. Now, I know the music is really quiet. We can bring it up if we want to. I prefer to just have it on just in the background, just slightly there, as you see with most of my videos too. What is that emote right there, Nacho? Imagine if we had channel mode. Scott, I tried to make them today and I failed. Scott, Yo, he's freaking making me angry, everybody. He's freaking off right now. Hurtful. Hurtful, Scott. Hurtful. Hurtful. Yeah. Every time, like, Scott loves to give me anxiety about making, like, doing, like, that gets done in its due time, Scott. You know? I'm sick of you pushing me around. I'm tired of you shoving me about, rustling me by my collar like a young schoolboy. Do we have the power to mute, Scott? You can. You can try it. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome in. We're just having some fun here. Oh, he's playing a little violin for me now. Playing a little violin. That's what I see. I can't see the whole emoji. So I just see you playing the world's smallest violin for me. I'm a big crybaby, huh? That's real. Candid camera, everybody. We caught him. Candid camera. You remember that one? It was America's Funniest Home Videos, kinda before it was... Well, no, it was Impractical Jokers before Impractical Jokers. It was like, boy, I don't think Cindy's gonna know that Jim's hiding behind the bush in a potato sack. Oh boy, how'd you feel about getting scared there, Cindy Lou Who?
That was so scary, but it was so funny. I'm so glad to be on the show.
Drop some alcohol on it. Ooh. The water bear? No. No. Can't do that. The water bear? Really? So I don't like to hurt nature. It needs more water actually right now. I can tell by how it's moving. I don't want to hurt it. I ain't gonna hurt it. You can't make me hurt it. I'm a real boy. I think this one is 5. Yeah. I think. Let me double check though. No, this one works. Here you go, Mama. Should probably put it out because it's gonna go flying. I want it from the other side then. There you go. But welcome in everybody. If you're new here, don't worry. This isn't a bad thing. This is just a water bear. A water bear, not a water bear. Excuse me. Everybody hates my Pennsylvania accent. They say you sound like a big butt face, and I say it's rude. But I haven't done any of those. Scott sent me a message today, reacted to it, and then replied to himself saying we had the same FYP. Oh my god. Back in my day, we only had the carrier pigeon. You couldn't get your messages mixed up. It's newfangled technology. Back in my day, we used to have things called still pictures, and they were basically little memes. We draw on them with charcoal pencils. And then you send it off to the carrier pigeon, and those pigeons, they'd never get nothing mixed up, those pigeons. Oh, thank you so much for that, Lainey. I needed that laugh today. Really needed that. Scott, you goober, I love you. Welcome in, everybody. And no, I won't breathe A1. We have the same FIP. I was just about to send that to you. Was the direct quote. Where'd Scott go? Is he okay? Scott, have you seen a pigeon's nest? No. No. Is this a riddle? They suck. Do they? Do pigeons? Well, to be honest, we owe it to pigeons. This is the way I look at it. We owe it to pigeons. We pretty much made them super dependent and okay with living around human beings. For the most part, at least from what I remember, the ones we have here in the States, Like, we just made them okay living around us, and then we're surprised that they poop on our cars a lot. As soon as I can, I will adopt pigeons. Yeah, I found out like a year ago, Mr. Pigeon. I don't know why this really isn't related. I guess maybe it is. That you can't pick up bird feathers even if you find them on the ground because like, I guess you're like trading them. They think you're trading them or something, selling them. Do they just use whatever? I'm imagining. Imagine they just use whatever, right? Why do they look so bad? Oh, the ones that I see here, I mean, yeah, they're a little sticky, and like there's no padding on the bottom of most of them. It, we made them domesticate and abandon them. Yes, precisely. You can pick up bird pigeon feathers because they're freakishly resilient to bird flu. Gotcha. Hey, Mama Plugs. I'm just looking at bird nest right now. Give me 1 second. Okay, yeah, pretty terrible. I mean, I like them. They're functional. There are some that are really bad. Like, there's one that seems to be on, like, a bed or a textile here and just put a few sticks down. But I'm assuming the pigeon was smart enough to know that this bed was comfy enough that it didn't really have to put many sticks down. I don't know. I mean, they're not good. They're not good. But the interesting thing is, even though they're awful nests from what I'm seeing here, is that they still exist. They don't need a good nest then. That's the way I look at it. Either they don't need a good nest or they're getting so bad at it that they'll eventually just not be able to reproduce. Or like raise or young, right? Well, I mean, those are two extreme options. Nature's more a possibility chock full than that. Chock full of possibility. Penguins are not considered native birds. Only natives are protected. There's got to be some rule, though, huh? You can't just go clubbing penguins. But also, like, humans always do the thing of, like, if it's a valuable resource, we use it up too fast. So I wouldn't doubt it. European starling feathers and birds and the birds themselves are fine to own. I would love to own a crow or a corvid one day. I feel like it would be owning a cat with wings that would go. Meh. Maybe I could teach it a few words. If you were a type of bird, what type of bird would you be? A crow. Oh, so easy. Yeah, I'll open up the chat. Put that in chat. What kind of bird would you want to be? But it's easy for me, crow, because then I still get my family. I still get to like live around my family and help raise like the young. I got to like get the added protection of family. I'm relatively and pretty super smart as a bird goes. I got cool like blackish bluish feathers, and I go. Love that. Want to do that all day. You know. So like my favorite animals are always the ones that I can do the best impressions of. I'll never do like full crow because I don't want you making fun of me, but I can do full crow. It's too loud. People would, especially at 11:23 p.m., people would freak out. You see, you can't own. That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna get a permit, Awen. Stop fricking with my dreams. Don't frick with my dreams. Red-tailed hawk, the ones that the ones that Americans think the American eagle sounds like, or the bald eagle. American eagle. Okay, I'm just gonna say, why are they called bald eagles? Let's look that up. That's, come on. It's gotta be obvious, right? Bald eagle's name comes from balde, which means white. Wow. Your laugh was a giving woodpecker? Excuse me? You know, when people say insulting things to me on the internet, it's easy for it just to roll off of me like water, right? That doesn't bother me. I'll be a woodpecker. You want me to be your woodpecker? Use the way ahead. Yep. An African gray. What is that? Wait, Mike. Wait, what? You have a joke for me? I'm looking up the thing that Goblin Mother has sent me. Stop. Is it a parrot? Oh, that's so beautiful. If that's what you're talking about. Oh. I just realized that I said that shit. Oh, Mama, are you getting tired? I think you might be. How does a woodpecker start a joke? Knock knock. Smartest bird, African grays. Really? I bet I'm smarter than it. I love it. I love it. Are you mad that I got it though? Are you mad that I'm too clever for you? Is that hard? You're not a bird, Mike? See, sometimes when you, Cosmo, when you come at people's dreams like that, you really mess their day up. And I feel like you're coming at my dreams right now. You know? And I would never do that to anyone here. No, don't be the pecker. I just saw it, Mr. Pigeon. I'll be fine. Okay. I hope you're... yeah. I'm here for you. I'm here for you. I promise. But you have to go through Scott because he handles all my light work. Scott, where'd you go? All right, I'm going to go to light field, everybody. I'm going to go to light field. Flash warning. Flash warning. 3, 2, 1. Ooh. Ooh, what did he do here? Okay, you can look now. Beautiful. Oh, jeez. If this were... Whoops. Hey, stop it. Stop it. If this were an image... Whoops, stop it. Okay, 1 second. Now we're back to the lines, but at least we don't have any flickering going on. Good night, Mr. Pigeon 70. Thank you for stopping by, hanging out in the Twitch chat. Really appreciate that. Did you know that dragons don't explode? Dragons? What? Are you talking about like the documentary that I thought was real for a little bit when I was a kid, and then I was sad that they didn't actually find a dragon and this was all a lie? Yeah, I remember that. Even if anybody's Scott, we love you, Scott. I do love you, Scott. I should message him, shouldn't I? I'll do that not now. Look at the eye spots of the water bear. Isn't that so cute? I mean, I love it. You love it. We love it. But I like this quality better. The setup is just as easy, and again, as I do it more and more and more, I'll be able to set up in like 10 seconds. I'm gonna mark off tonight on my table here. I'm gonna mark the spots where we have it just to make it easier. But I like this. I mean, I like this a lot more. And you know, I will go back to the clock app once it gets rolling, but we are going to, you know, I know you all be supportive of this, but we're going to be running it the same. I mean, here's how I look at it. We've got 90 days. That 90 days needs to be conducive towards diversifying the following through different accounts and platforms. I can't have all my eggs in one basket. So just let you know. Again, we might think about doing half on the clock, half here. But the first live back with the clock app, we're going to go full there, right? Just because we're back. Let me message them real quick. Give me a second, everybody. If you hurt my male friend's feelings, I am gonna sow. I'm just kidding, but I'm gonna sow sassy boy winter you right now. I stand up for my boys. Did you just call me a baby? But welcome in. But a dynamite. Oh, a win. Oh, you want to go down that route? Okay. Oh, jeez, Louise. Why was the broom late for school? Because it overswept. So cutesy, isn't it, Roxy? Cutesy. Very cutesy. Very mindful. Demir. Unfortunately, I got interrupted. Oh, it happens. It's an active chat. I deserve it. It's fine. No, I won't be sassy to you. I was just kidding. Beautiful little water bear, though, Roxy. Welcome in. It's good to see you. Thanks for stopping on by to the fun times pooping over here. I mean, fun time learning. Beautiful water bear here. Again, let's run through all of our water bear facts, everybody. Water. Okay, excuse me. Let's go through all of our water bear facts. So, water bears are multicellular, just like you and me. They are animals, just like you and me. They are eukaryotic, just like you and me. What does any of that shit mean? So, you start from the top at domain. You have eukaryotes and prokaryotes. There's two. Eukaryotes here, well, here are either single or multicellulars. They include all plants, animals, and fungi. They all have eukaryotic cells, which a eukaryotic cell is a cell with specialized organelles, lots of different kinds, and then more importantly, a nucleus or a nuclear membrane within which is housed the genetic material, the DNA, telling the cell how to behave and what to do. There are lots of different types of eukaryotes. Even ones that don't fall into animal, plants, or fungi, like protozoans, algae, they are also eukaryotic. The only things that are prokaryotic, they don't have a they don't have a nuclear membrane bound up with all the DNA in it, and they don't have as many specialized organelles, but they do have like ribosomes. Those are prokaryotes. Bacteria and archaea. Bacteria, we all know, we all hear about. It's kind of a scary thing people talk about, but we are covered in it, and it is part of our natural life. Some human beings and our ancestors have been around for hundreds of thousands of years dealing with bacteria. So don't let it scare you. Just don't eat poop or dirt. So, it is multicellular. Now, there's no perfect definition for multicellularity. The best one that I've come up with, and it makes the most sense to me, so I don't care what the rest of the science nerds say, is more than one cell, and these cells are differentiated. However, they work in conjunction with each other to form one whole system. It's made up of about 1,000 cells. Okay, and then you say it's an animal, which is easy. We go from domain, eukaryote, to kingdom, plant, animal, fungi, or it's like animalia, plantae, which stop with the Latin, cut it out, and then fungidugalus. What is it? Archaea, our bacteria's cooler cousin. They're just odd. They're odd, is what they are. Welcome in. Can you pass this to the water bear, please? A little hug. Okay. Here comes the hug. Don't hug me. I want your hug. Wow. That's what happens. That's what happens. Beautiful little water bear here. So, we know it's multicellular. We know that it's eukaryotic. And we know that it's an animal. And then it goes to phylum. And the phylum is Tardigrada, and this is a tardigrade, so it's a very broad group of organisms. 1,500 different species of tardigrades found all over the world in different environments like ponds, lakes, streams, creeks, oceans, deserts, caves, boiling springs, bottom of the ocean, and between grains of sand. Well, I mean, the list goes on and on and on, which is wild to think about. They've been around for about 500 million years, and that's a long time in terms of animals, so to speak. Most like microbial life has been around for more or less 500 million years. So they're very successful in that you would expect an animal not to live as a species or a genus. Well, species, everything changes eventually, right? But like everything develops and changes over time. But you would not expect to see an organism around for 500 million years. To give you a contextual example, T-Rex was around 70 million years ago. They didn't make it that long. They didn't make it 70 million at least, so they're not here today, right? Well, maybe they did. I don't know how long they were before that, but screw dinosaurs. Sorry, I said it. But yes, found all over the world in all different types of environments. They're able to undergo specialized process, at least the terrestrial ones, i.e. the ones that live in freshwater or semi-aqueous or terrestrial environments. So essentially, cryptobiosis is a process in which the tardigrade will protect itself from environmental extremes, like anything like too hot, too cold, too dry, and heck, even too wet. And this cryptobiosis is normally characterized by specific processes that may differ between if it's too hot, too cold, too warm, too wet. But essentially, the idea behind it is desiccation, untypical, right? Is going to be the drying out of the organism. 97.7% of the water is expelled from the tardigrade. And that dries everything out. And what that does is it protects them from freezing, too. Like, if you push most of the water out of your body, there's a lot less water in there for it to freeze. And what happens when water freezes in your cells? We see that with things like frostbite. Essentially, ice crystals form inside you, and they just tear up your cells. They tear up your insides because your water inside of you is literally turning to sharp ice crystals. So when you dry yourself out, it's a huge benefit to have the majority of the water out. Secondly is metabolism drops to nothing, no ATP made or consumed. Wow, hooray, great. So you're basically in stasis. And then they also produce specialized proteins dependent upon which species and the environmental stressor that they're facing. Some will aid in the preventing the freezing of the remaining water. Like specialized proteins just stop the water from freezing into ice crystals, the small amount that remains in. There's other ones that shield the nuclear membrane or the nucleus itself from radioactivity. And high amounts of radioactivity at that. So incredibly resilient organism. And then lastly, with cryptobiosis, you'd have the pulling in or the drawing in of all the limbs. So the organism packed into a tight ball would be estimated about a third of the size here of this organism. So cut this up into 3 pieces in your head. Hey, Rebecca, how are you? Good to see you. But yes, beautiful tardigrade here. Good night, my little water bear fans. Good night, Lainey. Right, so they pull their limbs in, and that, I don't know exactly how it's going to protect them, but I'm sure it has some benefit of you're not necessarily going to be impacting or subjecting all your limbs to a whole bunch of damage. If you get picked up in the water, blown around in the wind, you have a more likely chance of just bumping into something rather than getting snagged and tugging on you. And furthermore, I assume packed tightly like a ball like that's probably a bit more dense. Therefore, probably just contributes to protection. And I don't know if they can get eaten in that form. I assume there's species that can eat them. It'd be a dry meal, though. It'd be a real dry meal. Seems like a mineral here or something. I can't tell what that is. But welcome in, everybody. If you're new here, feel free to ask any questions you want. I go live Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday. Tuesdays and Sundays, I show water bears under the microscope. Thursdays and Fridays, I show pond water and ocean water. And I appreciate all the likes and all the taps and all the engagement. I appreciate everybody being here at this live. So welcome in and hello. Don't be shy. There's only nice people here, except Scott. Hey, PhD. Yeah, you're back. Little water bear. Beautiful little tardigrade. I would love to pick it up and give it a hug, but I feel like it would just like scratch me like a cat. It's too small to give a hug anyway, but we can always dream. Yeah, the little feet here. So the feet are pretty important for the water bear. And again, when we talk about microscopic organisms, feet are, I would say, the exception, and definitely an outlier. Feet are generally unusual. We don't see them the same way that we would see them here. Now, of course, you have things like insect larvae, or insect nymphs, rather, which you could say, oh, those definitely have insect legs and feet, I guess. But we're talking about truly microscopic organisms. I generally like to say that legs are weird. But this is why I believe the water bear is easily understood or accepted or mainstreamed, is that it is the most familiar example that we normally see under the microscope as compared to the rest of the things, which somebody can easily see a water bear and say, oh my goodness, I saw that on South Park, I saw that on Family Guy, I saw this on whatever TV show I saw it. And then they'll go and they'll say, oh, that's what that is. Rather, if I show you a Paramecium caudatum or a Eurocentrum turbo, you're going to say, what is that? That's a bacteria. I don't want to look at that. But one of the key things is about those claws there. They're pretty strong, but they're used not in the way that we see claws used in the macro world. They're more, I mean, of course, organisms in the macro world, animals that we see out in nature, definitely use claws for increased grip, but they're not, I'd say, the raptorial or predatory claws that you'd see on things like felines or big cats, rather, and really any other predatory organism for the most part. Well, not all of them. They remind me more of turtles' feet. I love that. All right. PU. It's stinky in here. But welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Don't be shy about asking questions. Curiosity is something for everybody. Yeah. I think I'll give my statements on it, and then we're not going to talk about the clock app or any of that stuff going on. I would ask that. So something's off, something's wrong, something's different. FYP was kind of the same. There was some weird stuff. Again, I'm just noticing things that you notice. I think as a creator, something's off. Something off. I don't know what it is, but I don't really want to think about it right now. It's okay, Web. No worries. Hey, Kirby. Kirby, I tried to upload emotes today. It was embarrassing. I didn't get it done. Look at that little colpoda. And it's a little one that's divided. Nah, that's not. I don't even know what that is. Hello. Might be a little colpoda. It's Kirby in the clouds. Kirby in the clouds. Kirby in the clouds. Kirby in the clouds. Yeah, Kirby in the clouds. Hi, my name's Kirby, and guess where I'm at? Friends, I'm in the clouds. I'll be home tomorrow to help you with whatever. Yay! Yeah, I'll be free tomorrow. I'll be free. Man, I love a mic that I can just mute really quickly for no apparent tummy ache reason. Welcome in, everybody. I'm eating cheesecake and watching bears. It's good night. Yes, nothing's changed. Are you watching on the screen, Alex? Or are you watching on the laptop? My own theme song, yeah. Clap, everybody on that clap. You're on my TV. I love that. And welcome in, everybody. If you're wondering who I'm talking to, most of the users are over on the Twitch chat. That is where we normally use to talk with each other. Hey, Mama Plugs. So, I still see your comments though. If you're on the YouTube side, don't worry. Which blah, blah, blah. Let me see. Can I do something like this? Wait. Oh, way. That should be working. Yeah. All right. So follow the square. This part's the head. Now here, you see the two eye spots there, right between the stylet, which is the mouth, and then here, bottom is the. I'm gonna get an arrow for this then too. I'll get that updated. This is the back end. Yeah. So, front end is always the leading end. That's kind of what I like to say. Let's back up here for now. We don't really need it. Is your name on Twitch the same? Battle Bugle, I'm so sorry. No. Let me respond to you here. So it's the exact same, but with a W after the O. Somebody already had my channel name, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. But yeah, Battle Bugle. It is M-I-K-E, Mike, Crow, C-R-O-W, like the bird, and then Scope. It's amazing. Thank you. You're welcome. Yeah. Yeah, the back end, they have two legs on that back end there that are used for clamping onto things. Those legs are meant to clamp on to the surface. I'll spell it for you again, Nacho, just so people don't get confused. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in, welcome in. It keeps the chat above, so you can keep with both. That's pretty cool. That's helpful, Alex. That's nice and nifty. But welcome in, everybody. Hope you're having a good night. It's just a water bear live. We're just looking at the tardigrade. Don't worry about it. It's okay. Do 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 do. I hope you can find me, Battle Bugle. If you can't, just message me on Discord. Mike, did you purposely turn your camera off just now? Yep. I do what I want. 10-second behind. That's wild. Oh, Alice, thank you for gifting a 1 month tier 1 sub to Mr. Pigeon and to Laney and to Nacho. Holy shnikes, Alex, thank you. Sorry I missed it. Thanks, I'm moving over. You're the best, Battle Bugle. Toodly toodly toot toodly toot. See, that was me doing my best bugle. The future. It's the future, everybody. Welcome to the future of Twitch. All Microscope lives all the time. every streamer doing Microscope stuff. That's right. Yeah, that's freaking right. I made it, Lone Wolf. Lone Wolf in the house. You made it. Yes, you did. You made it here. You're here with us. We're here with you. Sub Daddy added again. I agree. Science, yes. Oh, jeez. You know, at this point, I think that's the only way I'm going to get rizzed up. I'm just going to say it. I think that's the only way I'm ever going to be able to be rizzed up again. It's if, like, someone comes in and starts dropping, like, science facts and flirts with me. Then I'm like, yeah, okay. I'm rizzed. Sorry. Just had to add some water in there for our friend. Mitochondria is a powerhouse of the cell. Rhythm with the tiz. Is anybody gonna match my tiz? You know? Welcome in. I'm gonna come up with a book of microscopy pickup lines. Oh yeah, the last universal common ancestor was likely. Where did the sample come from, Lone Wolf? This is a sample of moss, right? The moss is rinsed with spring water. The rinsed water, the moss bath water, so to speak, is then sampled, pretty much. You just rinse moss. But yeah, this is moss. Here's a piece of moss, if you didn't believe me. There it is. That's all I got to riz with. Oh, wait, you were just trying to riz with me. Oh yeah, the last universe was wow, I love how I try to read comments and I just go blah, 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 blah. Oh yeah, the last universal common ancestor was likely an acenogen or methanogen. So I know the first one or the second one is for methane, but the second one is probably because aces are wild. Did it hurt you when you gathered the sample because you look like you brought it from heaven? Maybe that hurt one. That one hurt me. Acetone is a byproduct. Oh, and the other one's byproduct. So they're farting. Wow. Wow. Scott's just eating dinner, everybody. Let me try one. Let me try a microscope pickup line. Man, the Riz isn't flowing right now. Hey. Hi. Are you a microscope? No, I... Oh, my bad. Because I wanted to look in on you. Okay, bye, everyone. I'm quitting. Tardigrade Florida artist. Yes, tardigrade. Do you have 11 protons? Because you're sodium fine. Yes, tardigrades, Florida artist. Got these from a patch of moss that I had to dig up from underneath the snow. So we're here. Let me see. I'll try to do another Microscope line. Hey, are you possibly a mechanical stage? Because you elevate my heart rate. Hey, do you maybe want to go scoop some goop out of the pond with me? I don't know. It doesn't have to be a date, but it can be. There you go. Is it green in the middle? It is, Lone Wolf. So the green in the middle is its stomach, more or less, simple stomach. And that is the chlorophyll from the moss that it was eating probably prior to this live. I let this soak for about 45 minutes in the water, but the water was still ice cold because there's always snow. Well, there was snow on the moss, so to speak. They're almost immortal, so close to it, but not close enough. Like in this form, they're relatively vulnerable, right? Florida artists, more or less vulnerable in that. Let's probably put it over here. This is cameras. We'll be talking. They're vulnerable in this state, just like any other organism would be, which is kind of like like they can in their cryptobiotic form. It's called the TUN state, TUN. They dry themselves out, metabolism stops, pull their limbs and their head into a tightly packed ball about a third of the size of the organism here. And that they can survive incredibly high pressure, low pressure, boiling water, freezing water, easy peasy, but they have limits just like any other organism, right? So close to it, like you said, 304 degrees Fahrenheit max, and then they just, right? Like anything else that's made of carbon. And then approximately negative 324 degrees, which I'm told by Cosmo is the science word for science number for near 0 Kelvin, which is cool. So they can survive incredibly low temperatures too. The vacuum of space, incredibly high radiation, pressures in that state up to 6 times what we see at the bottom of the ocean, which is incredible. Oh, I have a carbo pickup line. Here we go. Negative 273.15 is 0 Kelvin. I love that. Are you made out of copper and tellurium? Because you're cute. Aw, that's a nice one. Why I remember that conversion is because it's that in metric is 27.15 degrees. That's not true. Welcome in, everybody. I don't know the metric system. It's hard. I'm an imperial boy. Yes. What is it? Of course. 5,280 feet. Easy. Whenever you're near me, I reach my melting point. That just sounds like I'm frustrating you. Like I'm making you angry, Nacho Fry. Learn metric. Don't tell me what to do. But welcome in, everybody. I hope you're doing okay. And if you're new here, feel free to ask questions. There are no dumb questions here. My name on here is Nacho, but you can call me to... She's running away, yeah. This one's very active. Oh no, he's running away. Oh, Nacho Fries. When protozoa encapsulate in dry conditions, how long can they survive before respawning in the right conditions? I think it depends upon the species and exactly which protozoan you're talking about. I would assume for a very long period. We see within metazoans, which I'm more familiar with in terms of encystment and cryptobiosis, we see that they can last 40 to 125 years, in some cases, tens of thousands of years. So I think it depends on what organism you're talking about. Like if it's a bacteria, I'm sure there are bacteria that can just outweigh everything. You know? Are you an illuminator? Because you brighten my world. Wow. Are you a carbon sampler? Because I feel a strong bond between us. There's too much flirt going on here. My heart's a fluttering. You know, platonic fluttering over here. Jeez. Welcome in. Welcome in. I think we have some great chemistry here. Wrong science. Welcome in. Okay, biology. Mm-hmm. You could say we have some great biochem. These are hard to come up with, Alex. Yeah, they are. Let me see here. Are you an unstable atom or whatever? I'm an electron. I'm attracted to you. See, stuff so much riz. Jeez. Are you a bacteria? Because you just infected my heart. That one made me feel like I should contact an adult, Kirby. I'm just gonna say. Oh, I'm definitely unstable. Aren't we all? That's called life. Welcome in, everybody. What was that noise? What noise? Somebody's birthday in 11 days. Forget whose birthday it is. Oh no, I'll never know whose birthday it is in 11 days. Huh. Shoot. Welcome in. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good night. Beautiful, beautiful music by Bad at Math Lo-Fi here, though. What a cutie, that fella. But welcome in. If you're new here, feel free to ask questions. There are no dumb questions here. I will roast you if you're mean to my friends, though. An adult, but I'm an adult. Kirby wants to race me right now. You know, get that car rumbling. Get that car rumbling. Let's go. I'll race you in my Ford EcoSport. My 4-cylinder, that's right. It's not 2, it's 4. Welcome in, everybody. I meant to send this. Are you a flagellum? Because you make my heart race. What? I need an adult too. Me too. Kirby, if somebody tried to raise me up with that science microscope joke, I'd say no. No. I'd say. What is that? What is that nacho fries? Is that someone saying PU? Yeah, pointless up there. You got some picture-in-picture going on here. I always wonder what pip meant, and every time I read it before I know what pip meant, I'd say pip pip hooray. You know? You do it too. Better mic though, better camera. Running nowhere fast for sure. Yeah, Alexandra. Again, I'm sure there are people who know water bears better than me that could be like, yeah, that water bear is looking for this, or this water bear is trying to do this. I've never really seen any observable pattern other than just complete and utter movement. Like I've never seen them eat directly. Alex says, are you a piece of detritus? Because I want to hold on to you. A tardigrade line. Good line. I tried, but then you got cheesier. You did good though, Kirby. Better ingredients. Better pizza. Poo-Poo John's. Hi. My name's Microscope, and I'm the new owner of Poo-Poo John's. Yeah, that's right. We're going under a rebrand here. Fun fact, all of our cardboard boxes are now assorted colors of poop. You can have your choice between green baby poop, brown stinky poop, like an orange earthy poop. Wow, there's endless selection options here. There's endless selection options. Beautiful little tardigrade here. Again, a multicellular microscopic animal found all over the world. 1,500 different species, have been around for about 500 million years. 8 legs, front 6 do the walking, back 2 do the talking. AK, they don't talk, they just clamp onto things. It's amazing how important microorganisms are for the very survival of the environment and for us as well. It's all going around us, invisible. Most don't even know. Yes, Florida artist. I mean, I look at it in a very simple fashion too. Like I look at nematodes and the ability to fix nitrogen for plants. If we didn't have nematodes, none of our plants are growing. Now we have other worms, but nematodes are really important. I'm a water bear. You're like a urine temperature turbo. You make my world spin around. I love that. Sorry, Mike, but I don't think I'll be eating at your pizza shop. Yeah, that's pretty judgmental and terrible, just because they're poop-colored boxes. It's just a colored box. It's not made out of poop or nothing. Just rebranding. Getting away from that harmful Papa John. Jeez. Florida Artist is a poop specialist in wastewater operations. Well, first off, thanks for... I'm pretty sure I've said this to you before, though. I think we've had this conversation. But if we haven't, thank you for what you do. People in the modern world take for granted the fact that we don't get cholera when we drink tap water. What's a dog doing? Locomoting, moving around, being a diva. Add some more water in here. Getting fresh spring water. Oops. Whoopsie daisy. That was on accident. Apparently nothing. Pretty much doing nothing. Alexandra. Pretty much just chilling. Again, I don't think it likes necessarily being under the scope this much. But it's doing alright. I'm not worried about it right now. I think it's okay. I'm going to squirt a little bit more of the moss water over here, though, just to see if we can find another one so we don't have to film this one the whole time. But welcome in, everybody. Thought we were going to see something when he was tumbling around with the debris. Nope. Nope, just little old me here. Are we both Hydras? Because with you, our love will never age. I'm starting to stretch now. Well, I mean, you gotta fill like a few hundred pages of that. I thought we were gonna see something when he was tumbling around with the debris. I mean, I could put other things on the slide if you all want to see some other organisms, but it's mainly, since it's like middle of snow winter here, we're kind of limited. There's a little single cell right there. I don't know what that is. Small single cell. Sometimes when they get to small ball shape like that small, it's just like one from the other. It's so hard to identify. But welcome in, everybody. Welcome in, welcome in. So, if you want to go back to dark field, press 1 in chat. If you want to stick in this light field here, press 2. If you want gray field, press 3. Give me a little type. No, I love them. I love them too. 3. We got a 3 from Alex, which is gray field. Start choice. 3. It's just as there, just so it kind of, there he goes for real. There he goes. What's the question, Alexandra? Different type of lighting. We can either go to dark field, which is the black background, the shiny organisms, or we can stick in this one. This is light field, or we can go to gray field, which is one of my favorites, but don't let that sway your vote. Is your name meiosis? Because we could reproduce. That's a very forward one, Kirby. You know, I'd be like, take my hand. Because I said before, if I'm gonna be falling in love again in this life, someone's gonna have to like to punch their way into my life, more or less. Not really literally, but like that's that. Let's go to 3. Okay. Everybody cover your eyes. Flash warning. Flash warning. 3, 2, 1. Keep them covered. Keep them covered. All right, you're good. They call me Mike Tyson, really? Oh, I'll punch for fun. That's toxic. There's so much water. There's so much water in Florida. It's a micro addict's paradise. All year round, thermophilic water, too. Or thermophilic organisms in the water, rather. Like, I imagine there's so many cool things down there. Like, I'd go to sample a little stinky bog, a little stinky swamp. I had to. It was a good one. It was a good one. It was a good one. It rizzed me up and made me blush. And that's the perfect comment, you know? But yeah, we're in gray field right now, which is kind of in between dark field and light field. Gives us a little bit better definition on the 3D-ness of the organism. We lose a little bit of definition in terms of intracellular components, though, or inside the body, if anything. It's like 3D. Yep. Can I zoom in any more by chance? Nothing's ever good enough for you. Is it just... That's not going to look good. No. Let's just use our times 20. Alright, I just have to focus on it now. Oh, they're blasting the heat downstairs. What is it in here right now? Oh, it's like 65. It don't feel like that. Hey, Heavy Harpsichord. What are we looking at tonight? It's good to see you. Everybody give Heavy Harpsichord a follow. A great musician, talented, and somehow has the ability just to sit down and create music on a harpsichord. And I imagine other instruments too, probably not just a harpsichord, but that's Heavy Harpsichord. We're looking at a tardigrade tonight. Tardigrades are multicellular microscopic organisms that are found within ponds, lakes, streams, creeks, oceans, deserts, caves, all around the world. They are pretty impressive. There's 1,500 different species, been around for about 500 million years. It is an animal like you and I. All right. Welcome in. Welcome in. Tardigrade here. Tardigrade. Tardigrades. Also known as moss piglets, sea bears, space bears, and water bears. Johann Ephraim August Goose. I believe maybe it was, yeah, Johann August Ephraim Goose. Either way, two middle names. I'm not dealing with it. He's a dude back in the day. He was like looking through his microscope and he looked at a water bear and then he said, "Oh, wunderbar, a kleiner Wasserbeer." And I'm thinking, like, that means little water bear. I'm thinking, like, whatever he was on, I'll take 3, maybe 4, maybe 5. But welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. I hope you're enjoying the horizontal. Yeah, Alexandra. I don't see it. I don't see the bear part. The only, I guess, way you could say that is by the presence of claws, but I mean, that's a bit of a, come on, a little bit of a stretch there. We use microorganisms as indicators of water quality indicators of surface water. That's awesome, Florida artist. Because I know like certain organisms are very sensitive. Other ones, they just love living in like polluted conditions, quote unquote eutrophic, high nutrient density or presence of bacteria, like Spirostomum, for one. Bum, 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 bum. Hey Kia, you're watching, so I won't be able to chat while I'm watching on TV. It's okay. Don't worry, Kia. As long as you're here, that's all that matters. But welcome in. I hope you're all having a good night. Hope you're all feeling okay. Past couple of days have been rough, but we're still here, right? Just like I told you. You know, everything's gonna be okay. Things are gonna change, but it's gonna be okay. You know. Because I would kind of like going forward, this is the platforms that I do want to like grow on, as I think they treat their creators quite a bit better once you kind of prove it to them. So this is definitely where I'd want to be. Welcome in, everybody. Like, I love how basically wastewater treatment, among other things, a big portion of it, Florida artists, is how essentially you can utilize microorganisms to break down waste. It's so cool. And then it's so cool. Hey Lux, how you doing? It's good to see you. Welcome to the Twitch side of things. I gotta put my Twitch stream up, sorry. The quality seems nice over here too. Sorry, super glad to hear that. Lux has been around for a while. Oh boy. It's good to see you though, Lux. Sorry that I'm yawning, everybody. I think I'm still a bit tired from that yesterday's, nearly 9 hours of streaming, I think it was. I went for an hour and a half on here, and then I went for like 7.5 on the other app, building Legos. That was fun. I had fun that was fun. I really enjoyed that. Yeah, that's right though. But Dark, you know, did you post a video saying, "Oh yes, the American microscopists are gone. It's time for us to take over"? Did you post a video saying that? I'm believing you did. Apparently, I can't type it. It's okay, Lux. You know, Lux, I'm gonna join in the club with you here. Let me watch this, Lux. G. See? My microscope ain't even here yet. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Okay. I did see a lot of posts, and I get it. Like, it seemed like less dramatic without the Americans on for a night, and I can get that. But we're all that was what about me? I guess, you know, if it went longer, I'd considered it. How dare you? What's making the beef over people being happy we left has been hilarious. It was pretty funny. It really was. Yeah. They said, "Oh no." You know? "Oh no. Sorry." Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Hey, I hope you're having a good night. Riverside, Mike Scott, Glossy, it's Alex and Cosmo's time to shine. Oh boy. Imagine if you had. I would have roasted you so hard. You can't take the dog out of the microscope, but you can take the microscope out of the dog, everybody. Let's go. Do 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 do. Maybe I can make a new category called microscopes. Or just science. There's no category for Twitch that I thought really applied to us here, so we're just in just chatting. And well, I guess we're just chatting too. Right? Right? Alex and Komoros has always been shiny. Like the Pokemon cards. Ooh, why am I so tired? What in the world is going on? We were just chatting. Yeah. No, Kayla, don't leave. But welcome in, everybody. If you're new here, feel free to ask questions. There are no dumb questions here. This is a Microscope Live. I don't expect you to know any of this stuff. So if you're new, hi, my name's Mike. I go live Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday, 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7:30 p.m. Pacific, 3:30 a.m. UTC. Tuesdays and Sundays, I show water bears under the microscope, these things what we're looking at right now. Thursdays and Fridays, I show pond water or ocean water under the microscope. So, I mean, it's up to you. Up to you if you want to check it out. I'd appreciate it if you did give me a follow, but you don't have to. It's not necessary. Oh, we achieved a hype train an hour ago, too, and I missed it. Oh, dang. No, dang. Frick. Welcome in, everybody. Kayla says, new line. What do you mean a new line? Blue stentors. Yes, Stentor caeruleus. Stentor caeruleus. I get those in summer. More like late spring. Later into summer, they start dipping out. Late spring is the best time for paratrix for me in general. But yeah, I've had Stentor caeruleus. They can go up to about 2 millimeters, and that blue pigment's called stentorin, and we think it has something to do with like the sensing of light, perhaps. But there's research going on regarding Stentor caeruleus to figure out cell memory, right? Cellular memory of like how do they remember these stimuli? But yeah, I've seen them. I've had them on the channel quite a few times here, and in great amounts, like these big, great bouquets of them. But normally, I get something, the smaller ones called Stentor rosellii. Are you pond water? Because I could stare at you for hours. For me, yeah. I've literally sat there and just stared at a jar for a night. And I know that sounds boring, but I was like so driven to figure out what was happening in the jar at the time. Just reading about the study how they use tardigrades to study it too. That's awesome. That's awesome. And like, I think it's different when you have a multicellular organism with like a very simple brain and a central nervous system. I think that capability there is kind of like, it would make sense that they would have a easier time remembering. But when you're talking about something that doesn't have a central nervous system or a brain, like Stentor caeruleus, it's like a whole nother like kind of whole nother ball game right there. Alex is so subtle. I broke Twitch. What do you mean you broke Twitch? What'd you do? Don't do that. Frickin'. Kayla resubscribed for another month at 2 months. You've been subscribed for 2 months, Kayla. Oh, you spoil me. Thank you. I appreciate that. I told Mike I was gonna write a microscopy Riz book, and he is doing it. He's getting it done, everybody. This is what you call putting in the work. Welcome in. Welcome in. I hope you're having a good night. I don't know why I keep yawning. I'm tired of it. Stop yawning, me. Jeez. I've heard that DNA can be passed down through memory, so maybe it's not far from that. Yeah, no, and like I'm not like an expert on DNA, so I don't know on that, but like there's definitely like this is the way that I'll put it to scurvy is like there's so much, it's a lot deeper, I think, a lot more complicated than we give it credit for. Don't forget the pipette in the other hand. Oh my goodness, stop. How'd you know? You've done it. I've literally been sitting here trying my best to think of pickup lines, microscopy related, this whole time. Yo, this has got to stop. I don't know why I'm yawning. This is annoying. I'm sorry, everybody. But welcome in. Welcome in. We'll probably go for about another 20 minutes and start wrapping things up. It is almost 2 hours, and I've been live. I was live so much, and tomorrow, Monday, I'm probably going to take off from streaming, unless maybe the app comes back. I'll go for a short hour, but I need a break. I've been going live since like Sunday of last week. Are you a pipette? Because I could squeeze. Yep, there you go. Feels like a rare sight to see Sleepy Mike. It is. It is. You've asked for it. Nacho fries. Everyone's so fun. Laying in thick tonight, Alex. I know. Keep the book PG. Uh-huh. Yeah, like the one that Kirby provided. Are you meiosis? Because we could totally reproduce. Yeah, that was said. I do need to quickly use the lavatory, though. I'm going to zoom out in totality here. I'll be right back. 2 minutes. I'm going to make this as quick as I possibly can. Be right back. Whoops. I read, been staring at jars since 5 of the microscope. I'm 66 and still doing it. Dude, how many samples have you thrown down, Florida? I mean, thousands upon thousands upon thousands. Cosmo says, well, Alex says, Lex says, oh, Alex, meow. Meow. Nacho, LOL. Cosmo says, are larger gamete... Are you the larger immobile gamete? Because, girl, you fine. Got it? I gotta stop reading Reddit so much when I watch. Why? What happened? If you were a slide, I'd leave the covers off of you. I knew better than this. You could. Cosmo then says, I'd biofilm you. You know, if anybody ever comes up to me and says, hey, Mike, you want some of this biofilm, baby? Out. I'm out. I'm out on that. Just gonna be honest with you. This chat is the place to be. That's right. That's what we do here. You're like an exothermic reaction. Kissing is like conjugation except with tongues. That's not even flirting. That's not even flirting. That's not even flirting. I'm just... Are you a mitochondria? Because I'd invaginate my membranes for you. Listen, nobody knows what that means. I have so many that I shouldn't say, and I'm glad that you're holding back, Alex. I am glad that you're holding back. But I do. Cosmological. Remember the words of my mother. Remember? Not everybody. It's as smart as you and I. I'm trying my best. Chat has you blushing, Lux. Nacho. It's censored to vaginate on my screen. Dang it, Cosmo. You're getting me in trouble. Welcome in, everybody. You will all have to buy the book to get the good ones. Got it. Got it. Love that. Love that for us. I love that so much for me and you and all of us. Yep. That's great, Alex. That was great. I'm so happy for you right now, but I'm still laughing about it. Are you a lacrimaria? Because I'd let you eat meat. Don't clip that. No. Cut it out. That one made sense. It made sense. It made sense. Okay? And you can't tell me that it didn't. Like for you, the clip editor won't load. Oh no. Oh no. Hopefully nobody clips that. Jeez. You see the studies that indicate cell membrane is actually the intelligence of the cell, and the nucleus only shows DNA for cell replication. No, I didn't read that. Do you have like a article link? I can just search it up. It shouldn't be hard to find. But yeah, if you got like an article link, I'll take it. That'd be awesome if you have one. The clip editor wasn't loading. I was trying. Oh no. Wait, can I clip? Ah, it just said I made a 30-second clip. Well, I guess it's lost to the history forever. You know? No one's ever gonna know. And then when anybody ever asks, and be like, I swear it happened, they'll be like, where's the proof? You don't have it. Except the VOD will be posted, so yeah, you can go back and clip it there if you really want to. Welcome in, everybody. But no, I didn't read that Florida artist. Girl, are you a thermophile? Because I'll keep you warm. Nice try. Nice try. Where's the beef? It's the guy that was the first to clone a map DNA. Okay, I'll read into it then, artist. That sounds pretty cool. Sounds pretty frickin' cool if you frickin' ask me. You and me fit together like a strand of cyanobacteria. Okay. Okay. Wild flirtatious activities in this Twitch chat tonight. Good night, Kirby. Kirby in the clouds. Kirby in the cloud now. Kirby in the clouds. Kirby in the clouds now. Kirby. You and me to fit together like two layers of a phospholipid membrane. Isn't that called the phospholipid bilayer? Bye, Kirby. Sweeteth dreameth. Excuse me. That's why we need two. Oh. I said 2 layers of phospholipid. Oh. Are we both 1/2 of the phospholipid bilayer and we should just mush against each other? Nope. Do you want to exchange genetic information with me? Okay, that would work on me, yeah. That'd work. I'd invite him over, then I'd say, put your pants back on. It's time for 23andMe. You can't possibly be a diet hound because you took my breath away. So much Riz in this chat tonight. Where'd you learn all this Riz, everybody? Where did you learn all this Riz? You know, so much science Riz. It's kind of smelly in here now. But welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. If you're new, feel free to ask questions. This is a tardigrade, a water bear, a moss piglet. It's a little microscopic animal, no bigger than, well, smaller than the tip of a pin. It's so small you can't even see it. But welcome in. Smell better, Lux. Was that you, low key? Low feeds, yeah. Hey, Tobeans. Yeah, Tobeans, most of us are over on the Twitch platform. It's Microw, Mike Crow, and then Scope. So Mike, my name, Crow, the bird, and then SCOPE. So that's where a lot of our chat is happening right now. Live feeds, fill the spell check. Live feeds are awesome. Smell better. No, but I wish I did. Yeah, I hope to meet that person one day, and then challenge them to a duel. Girl, you got as much energy as a phosphate bond. Oh, geez, not a phosphate bond. Is that what phosphorus is? Is that why it's so crazy? Okay, I'll find you there. Yeah, it's MIKECROWSCOPE. We all kind of moved over there. Better chat. Yeah. ATP, adenosine triphosphate. Cool. ATP can go poop away. I must be a cell membrane because I want to let you in. Now these are getting less flirtatious and more like skip all of the like the romance and just skip to the rest of that, you know? Like, so, like, wow. What has happened to everybody? You know, this like it definitely, if that's how you want to interpret. Oh yeah, no, you're correct. There is always a sender of a message, an intent behind the message, and then it is interpreted by the receiver. You're right, yeah. Jokes you have to explain are the best. Oh, 100%, I'll agree. I'm filtering myself so much. Good for you, Alex. Girl, you must be Eurosil because you make me wobbly in the knees. What is Eurosil? That's not even a thing. It's not even a thing.
I take Uracil in the mornings to make my knees strong.
Is a nitrogenous base of RNA. Based. I can't believe it's been 2 hours. Oh, so sorry, everybody. It definitely doesn't feel like 2 hours. A little hair in my mouth. Someone come and get it out for me. Thank you. Rule 13 just completely out the window tonight. I just lost it. I found you again. I feel like I'm stalking you now. Oh, no. I'm in full understanding. You're not stalking no one. Pause. Wait, what? What did I... Oh, shit. Binds poorly to the anticodon on tRNA, so we say it wobbles. What's Rule 13? A pleading state shall... A pleading shall state as a counterclaim any claim which at the time of serving the pleader has against any opposing part. What? I'm pretty sure it's Rule 34, everybody. I think. Is it? I don't even want to talk about that stuff. Mike, on Discord, your rules. Oh, yeah. These rules, I'm sorry. These rules, as clearly stated throughout the rules section, are for the Discord. Yeah, they're for the Discord. Live is an entirely different ball game. This is a space that is shared in its ownership between chat and the user. Discord, that's mine. I made that. It's my space, and the rules will be exactly how I want them. However, I can never really control other human beings on the live stage. Now, there are certain things in there which we do follow stringently. Except Rule 23. Rule 23 is for lives, yes. But that's the only one. MySpace? Oh, I miss MySpace. I do. I used to have a very superstitious by... Oh shit, who did that? Superstition by Stevie Wonder. Jeez. I had that play every time because I thought it was cool. Oh, what is this? I have no clue what that is. It's a distinct shape, though. It has like the similar bend at the head that like Loxophilum or Loxodes, so it's maybe what I'm thinking it is. Get away from its butt. My HTML editing days were the free web page that Neopets gave you. What? What's a Neopet? Probably gonna get hate for that one, I bet.
You don't know what a Neopet is? What? I'm sick and tired of Microscope not knowing what Neopets are. It's about time he figured out what Neopets are.
Welcome in. He touched the, but he did just spread kindness. A little toot tap, a tutor tap, as I call it, which no one should ever be doing, unless it's your partner and they're okay with that. Welcome in, welcome in. Were you even live in the early 2000s? Yes, but I was eating ants. Alex. It was guy online but without cringe. Yep, that's cool. I didn't know you were on Club Penguin. Welcome in, everybody. Has it been 2 hours? Like, I feel like it hasn't been 2 hours. Oh, no, it has been. It has been. Okay, it has been. What you do on the early internet, man? I wasn't allowed on it. I was a kid. Like in what? In 2000, I was 8. In 2002, I was 10. Like, you think my parents would let me on the internet at that point? No. Webkins. By the time it was 2010, you know, then I was on the internet in my teenage years, but I really was just, I just played video games and collected Pokemon cards and built Legos and set up the little army men, built Lincoln Logs, went outside. I was never really like on the internet as a kid, but I gamed a lot. I played lots of PlayStation. Like, you were like 18 in 2010? Mind your business. How old I was. It's none of your business. I'm just happy to know that you have... Hi, Mike. Can you say hi to the gremlins real quick? They just came into the room. Hi, gremlins. Hi, little gremlins. So I'm glad you had fun with the frog and the bell. We were a bit concerned when we found that, but I'm glad it all just turned out to be all good old fun and games. Kia's pretty freaking awesome. I know. Your mom's pretty freaking awesome. I just said it. Yeah, that's right. The person on the internet said it. And I'm kind of famous too, so yeah. Also, no cap, Skibbity Ohio toilet. Let me, it's a vibe. It's giving. Slay. Welcome in, everybody. Are we the same age? You go first. You're welcome, Kia. We might be, Kayla. Are you trying to speak their language? I just did. See, like, you don't understand. Like, you say, like, oh, these kids in their lingo. We had our lingo, number one, as millennials. We did. And secondly, Gen X had their lingo. You know, what I just said there spoke more words and had more meaning and depth than Shakespeare. It's just that, you know, if you're not hip with the times, as they don't say anymore, you're giving ick. 33 next month. You're just a little bit older than me then. I'm July birthday, 33. Same age twinning. Are you a dare worm? Because your back end is more interesting. Nope. 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 But Sam, I think my birthday is also in March. You think your birthday's in March? Alex. Honestly, didn't expect you to be only 6 years older than me. I am your elder. Respect me. Yeah. No. What? What do you think I was? What do you think I was an older? You think I was an what? How old did you think I was? No, Alex, you're good. I'm just messing with you. I thought you were like 24. Wow. I'm going to take that as a compliment. I will take that as a compliment. I knew there was a reason that I didn't go outside a lot as a kid. I mean, I did, but I always wore sunscreen. Because of night skin. Been very careful about my sun exposure my whole life. That's pretty much it. Sunscreen, yes. Not because of my treasure, but nice skins. Thank you, Kayla, though. And, like, keeping up on it, too, which is the thing, like, and I'm not going to, like, get into a whole talk about it. Here's the thing. Just most dudes don't know what they need to do. Like, you should be doing that. Like, moisture. Like, after a shower, especially with, like, hard water here in PA. I mean, it's hard water's everywhere, but, like, you have to moisturize, right? You have to, like, exfoliate when you're in there. You have to moisturize. And, like, people, like, there's a guys be like, that's a feminine, or that's feminine energy. And I'm like, okay, you're gonna look like a freaking potato sack when you're, like, 40. Enjoy that. I have less than 6 months to be in 40. Oh, how do you feel? Are you okay, Lux? You like it? At least 35. Yeah. It's weird to think, like, my brother, 32. My brother's gonna be there in 2 years. You know. Remember, there was a time when I was in my 20s. I thought I'd be 20 forever. Good night, Cosmological. A little stinky. I mean, Cosmological Canvas. Bye. Beautiful little tardigrade here, everybody. Welcome in, everybody. Hope you're having a good night. Again, I'll probably go for about another 10 minutes here. Then I'm going to read you a bedtime story as is tradition on the channel here. We have been going for about 2 hours here. We're about to run up into the 1 a.m. time stop here. But yeah, we'll read a nice little bedtime story here for you. Love that you know and practice that. Yeah. Like, for me, it's not even like masculine or feminine. It's called, like, adulting, right? And establishing a routine. And I'm big on routines. Like, routines help me function. Now, of course, I'm pretty flexible in that if a routine gets broken, then it is what it is. It's not going to be the end of the world for me. But it's important. It's important, right? To take care of your body. And we live in a pretty advanced time where I'm not just gonna be like, I'm gonna take this rose blossom, mix it with some pigsty mud, and it will rejuvenate me. Like, we have advanced chemists working on stuff that makes your skin nice and smooth. And now, like, there's one thing, like, up here, like this wrinkle, that wrinkle, I'm okay with it. Like, any wrinkles that I do ever get, I'm gonna be okay with, because number one, I've seen my grandpa and I see my dad. Even if I avoid sun for so long, there's only so long that's gonna last. And also, it's just like, I can't be critical of myself for getting older. I didn't do anything. Routines that live in entropy. Yeah. But it's, like, really liberating too. Like, when you're able to take care of yourself entirely, and you don't really need anyone's help to do what you're doing. You got it all locked in. It's like a emotionally stabilizing feeling, I guess. Leads to stability, at least for me, personally. Your maturity level is making me think you were older, even though with you being a silly, goofy guy. Yeah. I have no explanation for that. Credit goes to my mom, probably. But I've always been one, there's like two halves of life, right? There's one half in which, well, two halves of me, more or less. There's one half that takes everything incredibly seriously. And life is not a joke. Life is not a game. Life is not necessarily easy. So in order to function most efficiently, I have to take things seriously. But then there's the other side that says, like, do I just want to live here and be an Ebenezer Scrooge my whole life and just be serious and pissed off about everything? And like, no, because then I lose empathy, right? So there's another side of me that just wants to be like, I am 21 again. I'm just a goofy little guy over here, right? Seriousness is not an option, right? Seriousness just kind of ruins the situation for everybody. But you'll notice sometimes, like if I'm having a good time goofing around and I see somebody in chat who says something wild, you'll notice that my tone changes, right? I'm the individual who gives an incredible amount of respect as long as it's reciprocated. And being patient too. Being patient so important nowadays. It's so easy to instantaneously interact with our feelings, right? And cause them to develop or manifest into behaviors. It's a struggle to take a step back and analyze your behavior and get to that root cause of that feeling, because people often think like anger is like an emotion. Anger is like a secondary emotion, and it stems from things like disappointment, frustration, betrayal, heartbreak even, right? These things elicit these secondary emotions that then have behavioral or physical consequences or results. So it's important for me, when I feel that agitation, when I feel that frustration, either change my environment or cognitively reframe the situation. I'm big on cognitive behavioral therapy, right? Anger is just the tip of the iceberg. Yes. And in reality, like, anger is something that is very familiar. Anger is known. Anger is an easy thing to tap into. It's an easy go-to for people, especially when they experience dissonance in their world. It's a very easy thing to go to because we all know it. We all have felt angry, right? So a lot of the times when dudes, and really anybody, are struggling with dealing with their emotions or dealing with their true core inner emotions of what's making them feel this anger, they just say F it, and then they'll go straight to anger, because anger is comforting in a sense. We understand anger, right? Now, does anger make you totally stressed out and feel like crap? Yes. But it's familiar. And if there's one thing that human beings will do, is even if it's not good for us, even if it's not a beneficial process, even if it's exhausting, if it's familiar, we're more likely to go to it. Like, for me, familiarity with bad relationships and people who never really had me in, or had my best intents, or didn't have best intentions with me. Like, I've been in those relationships, and I've been in quite a few of them, because that shit's familiar. And it's somehow, and never ends up to be, but it somehow feels safer. You know? True. I always said, if you don't like to laugh, living. Yeah. See, that's the thing, Florida artists. I have a philosophy on life, and it's two things. Like it's like a deal I have with the universe, and obviously there's no true deal or contract going on, but I require myself to at least attempt to make the world a better place before I leave it. One small impact at a time, and even if it's just 0.5% of a percent or whatever, just a little bit better, or at least I try as hard as I can. Then, in result, I get to experience happiness and things like puppies and hugging my mom and my family and my loved ones, seeing my nephew grow up and learn and become this incredible little human being. I get to watch my brothers live their lives and be happy in their lives. I get to dance. I get to sing. I get to eat chocolate. Oh, God, I love chocolate, right? I get to eat pizza. Pizza? Are you serious? Like, take everything else away from the fact of living and still give me pizza. I will sit there with no sense of reality. Please just give me taste buds. That's all I want. Anger really helped me get into bad situations. It's not always bad. Right. Well, I think there's kind of a fine line between generalized anger, Bianca, and then standing up for yourself and sticking up for yourself and using that aggression to protect yourself. Whereas I'm more referring to, I think, a certain subset of anger, which is more based upon frustration, and doesn't really have a necessary input for it. But you're right, like, not anger is not always bad. But I think here in the States, a lot of the ways that men at least express anger is probably, maybe I should have specified with that. But I agree with that. I will agree with you there, Bianca. Wait, one sec. Okay, one sec. Okay. You are a Das Fraulein. Fraulein? Uh-oh, I didn't say it right. Till I get that, despise that from anger too. A lot of people in Germany are like that too. Ugh. Ugh. But I hear your grocery stores are really fast. I heard the grocery stores are super fast. And I saw your automatic bread slicer, so I'd make the trade. I tried, Bianca. I don't think I said that right. But yes. Yeah. Like what I'm talking about is like punching holes in the walls angry. Angry over like things like underwear not folded correctly. Which I'm just gonna say that. Used to live in Germany and Mr. Grocery stores there. I love that. Hot take here. That I love the grocery stores in Germany and the bread slicer. I'm just gonna say we don't have that here. And everybody takes so dang long in line. And the Autobahn. Yeah, we have that here in Pennsylvania. It's called the Turnpike. It says it's 80 on the speed limit sign. You go 100 miles per hour. No, everyone's going 100 miles per hour. It's wild nowadays. Like, I remember when I was a kid driving on the highway, it did seem like I probably just didn't notice at the time. But like everyone just goes so fast on the Pennsylvania Turnpike. It's a toll road too, so there's not really many people on it because obviously people don't want to pay money to go from one place to another. What do you mean by bread slicer? It's a literal, you take a fresh loaf of bread, like they keep it baked as a loaf, and then you take whatever kind of bread you want and you put it in the machine, and you close this little sliding glass door, you push a button, it just slices the bread for you. Tantrums and anger are not the same thing. Yeah, that's a better way to say it. Sounds like me driving. Yeah. I drove an NG, and drivers are the exact same. Yeah. East Coast, we go fast here. And our traffic isn't as bad as the West Coast, except if you go like New York, of course. Sorry, I couldn't understand it, but yeah, grocery shopping is cool, but the checkout band is really short, so I always speed putting my stuff in the bags. And then I imagine like people are like tapping their feet, looking at you like, hurry up. Are you done? Excuse me. But I've also seen that they have recycle. So you can recycle things and you can get a voucher. There's this little thing that you put your cans into, your recyclables into, your bottles, and it gives you a little voucher to use to get stuff. It's like a little money voucher. Like, what? Feel exactly like that. Yeah, for plastic bottles. Plastic, yes. Isn't that so cool? That's so freaking awesome. That's like, what a great incentive to make. Like, again, like humans, it sucks that you have to give them an incentive to recycle. It stinks. Like, I wish there was like just like, oh, recycling's good, we should do it. But money talks, everybody. Yeah, it's so cool that they make it a law that you have to recycle and then charge it for you too. Then charge you for it too. Here they make it a law. Where is that just about kindness? But yeah, that's awesome. It's a good way to ensure that people are recycling is by paying them a small stipend. But I remember there was this one buddy that I had in college, and what he would do is he would go to all the frats and the sororities in the morning. He'd go to like party houses on campus, and he would go and he would either like go through the trash and get the cans, or he would just like they'd be like, hey, can you save them for me? And then I think he'd probably give him a cut, but then he would go and he'd crush all them. He would be like crushing hundreds of cans, just sitting there crushing them all day, which I honestly should have thought about that. Like maybe had some friends helping him or a bigger press or something. But then he would sell that. Countries are trying to implement it, and people in the comments were complaining about bringing their stuff back. That's wild. That's wild. Well, I mean, like, why wouldn't you do that? Like, why wouldn't you do that? It's literally a discount. You buy a product and then you consume it and then you can put it back and get money. Oh wow. In northern Indiana, that's wild. That's wild. Yeah, Bianca, that's funny. People will find any reason to complain about anything though, won't they? All right. So let's start wrapping things up here. It has hit 1:05 in the morning, Eastern time zone. So I'm going to read you a nice little bedtime story. What's this? That's a weird song. It's a weird one. They're all bad. to. Or not doing that one. This is where the good stories are, though. True story picture books, fairy tales, chapter books, kids' poems. Love you, Kayla Shine. Bye. Sweet dreams. Okay, here's a good one. All right. This one's called Hey Diddle Diddle, the Little Red Hen. It's a weird name. All right. All right. Let's move it over so I can read it. Here. There you go. Okay. One day, a cat, a cow, and a little dog, and a dish and a spoon were standing around chatting on the edge of Old MacDonald's farm. The cat was a musician and a fine fiddle player. The cow lived with Old MacDonald, and the dog had left home looking for some dog biscuits. His mistress, Old Mother Hubbard, had none. Ooh, Old MacDonald has Old Mother Hubbard as a mistress. Okay. The dish and the spoon simply ran here and there as they pleased. They were rather free-spirited. The little red hen who lived down the road wanted to make bread. She went to see the animals to ask for help, but baking bread was such a large task for such a tiny bird. She said, "I'm going to make bread." The animals licked their lips. The dog's stomach started to growl as he thought of the warm bread. "Who will help me cut the wheat?" she asked. "Not I," said the cow. "I am going to jump over the moon." The little dog laughed. The cat acted like he was asleep. The dish and spoon ran away and now were nowhere in sight. The little hen left. She was not happy. She walked down the road as the cow jumped over the moon. The little red hen went to cut the wheat. She cut the wheat and now had to clean it. She went back to see the animals. She hoped they would help her. Do you think they will? She asked, "Who will help me clean the wheat?" Do you think the cat will help? The cat woke up and said, "Not I," and he began to play his fiddle. The dog laughed again. The cow looked up. The cow looked up at the moon with a grin on her face. The dish and spoon were off somewhere. This is a really odd story. I'm just gonna say this is an odd story. The little red hen had left. Wait, the little red hen had left. Who? She was very disappointed. She went to clean the wheat. She cleaned the wheat and had a bag full of wheat seeds. Now she had to make the flour. She needed to grind the flour. Or she needed to grind the wheat seeds to make flour. She went back to the animals. She hoped that maybe they'd help this time. Do you think they will? Well, while she was gone, the dish and spoon had returned. She asked, "Who will help me grind the wheat?" "Not I," said the dog. Then he laughed and laughed. The cat played its fiddle. The cow watched the dish and the spoon dance. The little red hen left frustrated and very unhappy. She went to grind the wheat. She used a stone to grind it and now had a fine flour to make bread. What will she do? Do you think the animals will help? Will she even go and ask for help? She did go to the animals and asked, "Who will help me make the bread?" "Not I," said the dish. "Not I," said the spoon. Then they ran away quickly. The cat played its fiddle. The little dog laughed. The cow laughed too. The little red hen had had enough. She had finally learned her lesson. She would not bother to ask those animals again for help. She went back home to make the bread. A farmer with a wagon full of hay. He was singing E-I-E-I-O. Who do you think that was? The little red hen made the bread, and the animals smelled it baking in the oven. It smelled so good that they ran to her house. They were all hungry, and they all so very much loved bread. The dog was especially hungry, as he had not eaten in 2 days. Give that dog some food, old MacDonald. On the way, the cat played a very merry tune. He was sure he would have some bread. When they got to the red hen's house, all the animals peered in the window. She had a golden brown loaf of bread and butter and jelly and jam. She asked, "Who will help me eat the bread?" The animals cheered, "We will, we will, we will, we will." The little red hen said, "No, I am sorry, for you did not help me make this bread. No bread for you. Maybe the next time the animals will help. What do you think?" The animals left, still hungry and now sad. They came to a road sign. One road went to Brementown. The other road went back to Old MacDonald's. The cow said, "I'm tired and I'm going home." She left and went to Old MacDonald's farm, hoping there was hay for her to eat. Just then a fork ran by. The cat yelled after the fork, Where are you going in such a hurry?" The fork replied, I'm on my way to Brementown. There is a fair and a concert there." The cat said, I am a musician, and I am going to Brementown. Maybe I can join the concert." He told the dog, "Dog, there are lots of dog biscuits in Brementown. Come along with me." The little dog laughed. "Ha, what a splendid idea. I hope Brementown is not far because I am so hungry." So they went down the road off to Bremen. The cat played his fiddle as they began their journey. The end. That's the end. That's the end. Oh, jeez, that was a hard sneeze. All right. Well, that was that. Yes. What a wild story. That was a wild story. I don't, the whole first plot made sense, and then I don't get why they would go to Brementown for the cookies. Or whatever. All right. So let's wrap this thing up here. Story to nowhere. I couldn't say it better myself. I mean, that was not a good one. I apologize for that quality, everybody. But it's pretty much what it was. Pretty much what it was, Alex. All right. Let's see. Hopefully I can just pop you out here. So here's the microscope. Here are the optic lenses here. This is the stage, the objective, the illuminator, the condenser. Light goes up through the condenser, through an aperture, which focuses it, up through your objectives, bounces around to some mirrors here, and then out through your eyepieces. All right. All right, and then can I flip you around? Okay, cool. I can. I hope it's still horizontal. It should be. It doesn't even look horizontal right now, though. Can you see the inverters? Oh wait, no, that won't work. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh no. I hope it didn't stop. Okay, we're gonna have to do it in here. Since we're streaming through OBS, I kind of don't have an option here. we're kind of stuck here. I hope this is okay though. So no vent time. Just gonna have to deal with it. You had left the room without us. No, I brought you. But you're connected to my computer, and it only recognizes the OBS connection when the app is, or when the phone is connected to the computer. So we'll have to do it here. Thank you for being here, everybody. I can't really see the metrics. Got 13 people watching on Twitch and 6 on YouTube. Great numbers. It's been a great live. I hope you had fun. I know I did. Wait, where am I looking? Is this where the camera is now? I have 2 cameras. They call me 2 cameras. So I just do this. And then do this. Yeah, that's good. But yes, I had a great time. Tonight I want to reiterate the importance of taking a step back from social media from time to time. Especially when it's really stressing you out and really dragging you down. The past few weeks have been tough for all of us. And what I want to emphasize is like being the most important thing is taking that time away, making sure you're caring about yourself. You know, just have a day of, I don't know, for me, like my self-care days, I just sleep for like 12 hours of the day, right? I just sleep all day because I know my body needs that, and I'm going to honor it by giving it what it needs. So I definitely think that's something, I'll just get rid of this. That's something we should all be focusing on, right? But I think in another sense, the burnout from social media can kind of be a slowly but sure kind of build up. It's very like small minutia that'll eventually build up to stress you out. So it's important to take those breaks and stay away from those stressors. And you shouldn't have to feel bad for that. Important to love yourself, love the people around you. Loving yourself consists of like not judging yourself too hard. Don't be too critical of yourself when you make a mistake. Don't beat yourself up. It's much easier to walk this life hand in hand with yourself as your ally and a supporter than it is as a critic. It's important for us to be critical of our behaviors, especially if they're bad, but that only applies to a certain point. Furthermore, taking care of yourself, self-care, small routines and habits that will eventually build up to a more consistent and concise demonstration of your love for yourself. Slowly over time, you'll begin to realize that these things that seem trivial, they really do mean a lot to you, and they'll build up over time. Lastly, check in with your friends and your family. Check in with your quiet friends, your isolated friends, your depressed friends, your really stressed friends, the friends that always make jokes about everything. Make sure they're okay. Let's support women in marginalized communities in the pursuits in STEM and in the wider world. Let's watch out for people who try to silence or harass them. Let's protect them from that if they ask. And I think that's right to do, regardless of who you are, because I can't think of a single person that I know that, like, personally, and there probably are people out there, but the majority of people I know have a lot to thank women for. Like, so for me, like my mom and teaching me emotional intelligence, how to deal with my feelings, how to process what they were, and a whole bunch of other things and life techniques, did so much for me. And, you know, even if you didn't get that type, a lot of moms are like super caretakey. They'll do your wash, like fold your sheets and all that stuff, you know, as a kid growing up. So that we have a lot to thank for. And even regardless of that fact, it's just the right thing to do. Creepy dudes, stop being creepy. Don't send unsolicited pictures to anybody. Nobody wants that. Be very careful about like how you compliment people. Be like, don't ever say like you should smile more. It's weird. You don't ever say that. That's just like a weird comment to say. Stay out of people's DMs. Don't harass people. And to the ladies in the chat, and really anybody, if someone is consistently in your DMs time after time in a very regular cadence, probably not a good person to be around. And dudes, you got to respect that. No, if someone doesn't want to talk to you, just don't talk to them. Okay, go away, walk away, and don't be petty about it. I don't think the world's changed by creepy dudes. I think it's changed by you and I, everyday people, means of production. If we can be kind to one another, that would change the world. Kindness encompasses love, acceptance, patience, gratitude, and manners, right? I think we're all just drops in the bucket. And it sounds defeatist, but it's not. It's more buckets are filled by drops. I mean, put a bucket outside during a rainstorm or a snowstorm, it gets full. So we can all be drops, which just represent acts of kindness or beauty in this world, right? So like holding the door open for somebody, please and thank you, complimenting somebody like, hey, yo, those are cool shoes. I like them. Don't get too deep about it, because then that's weird, right? But nice compliments like that, letting someone go ahead of you at traffic, letting someone go ahead of you at the grocery store, is paramount in terms of creating a cohesive idea of kindness and compassion for each other. If we practice these things, it shows directly via our behavior, not just our words, that we care about each other. But also, I don't think it's just acts of kindness that make the world better. I think it's acts of beauty or positivity, which is things like the sound of mommy, daddy, when parents come home and somehow that really shitty day just melts away. How excited your pet is to see you, right? The dance between two lovers gazing happily into each other's eyes, right? As they dance. So beautiful, right? I think so, at least. I think so. But it's the musician singing, the musician playing, the vocalist singing, the artist painting. The things that breathe beauty into this world, that provide a +1 beauty, right? The goodness of humanity, because we are beautiful, as much as reels won't show us that all the time. The news definitely won't tell us, and the paper sure as hell won't read us. But there's a lot of beauty in humanity, and a lot of humanity in humanity. I think we're also born with a brick, and we get to decide what we do with that brick. And that brick represents your agency, your ability to make an impact in this life. Some bricks are bigger than others. Some people don't know what to do with their brick, or they don't know how to make a change. And I totally get that. I look at it this way. How are you supposed to affect societal change when your world's on fire, i.e. your family's sick, you don't have stable housing, maybe even you have medical concerns? Like, you worry about yourself and your own tribe, and that's totally normal. Some people will get out there and demonstrate for change, get rid of isms and phobias, and push back against anybody who believes in those, and I like that. But always remember, be safe, and protect yourself. Some people will use their brick in a bad way, and they will use it to judge others, and that judgment is unnecessary. People get mad if they don't march to the beat of their own drum. The world is full of 8 billion plus people and thousands upon thousands of cultures and ideologies and beliefs. To assume that your one way of living anywhere in the world is the correct way of living is short-sighted, and I would say naive is probably a good word for it. Not everybody's going to dress the way you want, identify the way you want, talk the way you want, look the way you want, behave the way you want, and that's just a fact of reality. So you can't just be mean all week and then go and pray it away on Sunday. Pretty much what I'm saying. Some people also use a brick in a community sense, right? The mods, all the support, all the viewers here on Twitch and YouTube that I have. I really support your efforts to show up to these lives on this new platform, right? And without the mods, I wouldn't have anything. I'd just be a meager man in his microscope, right? I'd just be a meager man in his microscope. So thank you to everybody here. You get Bell. There you go. I really appreciate your effort and your time. I mean, time is the most valuable thing that we have. And it's important that we use that time well. And, well, I'm not going to say seeing a microscope live is time well spent, but it could be spent worse. So good on you for that. Let's make sure we're there for each other right now. I know there are other creators who, of course, were impacted by this, but I'm okay. I don't need any help. I just want people to seek out our other fellow creators in this Microscope community and just reach out, make sure they're okay. We're all under a lot of stress here. At this point, I'm just used to it by now, so it's not really like anything outside the regular ball game, so I'm okay. But let's check in on the rest of our creators and really any of the viewers on the channel. Let's check in on them, make sure they're okay. Because, again, we're all going under a lot of stress right now. And we're all kind of still kind of like, what the is going on? Yeah, something's up, right? So let's keep the thought going for this coming week of togetherness, of unity, because we saw exactly that demonstration yesterday of that unity, right? Well, not yesterday, Saturday night, going into Sunday. Was it? Yeah, Saturday night going into Sunday. We saw a demonstration of that collective togetherness. Everybody was showing up, supporting one another, condolences and hugs and love and kindness. It was a beautiful day. As bad as it was a beautiful day. And let's remember that that's what is our strength. That is our main strength, is our togetherness and our unity, not only on this Discord, but between our fellow everyday people. Togetherness, unity, solidarity, and teamwork. That is what builds humanity up, not billionaires. So I love you all. Be kind to one another. I'm going to go now. I'm going to scroll up through the chat. Alex, Andra, I love you. Discurvia, I love you. Nationwide is on you. Just Red Kindness, love you. Alex, love you. UTAS, love you. I think I got mostly. Lux, I love you. Nacho, love you. Just Red Kindness, I think I got you, but I love you. Kayla, I think you left, but I love you. Bianca, if you're still here, I love you very much. My German friend. And if I missed anybody here, please comment in the chat so I can see, and unless you don't care. Discurvy, love you. And I think I got everybody. But I had a great time. Thank you so much for putting up with me in this new format. I like it here, but we'll see what happens within the next few days regarding TikTok Live. I will keep you all posted on the schedule, but tomorrow I'm probably just going to take off. So sweet dreams, be kind to one another, love one another, respect each other's boundaries, but also push each other a little bit just to make sure we're on the same page.